problems that I find most business owners tell me. It's they have too many cleaners, not enough work, or too much work and not enough cleaners. So with marketing, what are you doing for marketing? Do you have that issue? What's that like?
It's so funny and it's absolutely true. The same with me. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, I don't have clients enough. I have too many cleaners and not enough clients. And then I start to post in all those Facebook groups. Again, in this last year, while we did 2,000 cleanings, I didn't spend $1 on advertising. Nothing. I never bought any advertising so far. It was just Facebook groups where I post like, here's our services.
This is so powerful for you guys. A lot of people think that you need a lot of money to start any kind of business. And I tell you over and over and over again, from my own experience doing over $15 million in revenue in my service business that I started when I was 19 years old. And then eventually, where I see thousands of booking koala entrepreneurs like Andrew here do the same exact thing all over the world. You do not need a lot of money. So if you guys think that you need, this much money to start something, here is one example that will tell you otherwise. He literally spends no money on marketing. And that is the beauty of service businesses. You can literally struggle for 5 months getting your first 4 or 5 clients, and then once you actually have them, they are with you every single month if you pick the right business model. That is the power of recurring revenue. Then you figure things out and you start to grow and you have more customers every single month. And like Andrew here, he tells you he's done over 2,000 appointments and he's never actually spent $1 on marketing. And this is even, crazier because this works literally anywhere. He's originally from Russia. He lives in Mexico, and that is a very unique story in itself because he actually went there and he doesn't even speak Spanish. He had to learn some and he knows some, but he says he's not, the greatest native speaker. And he even uses AI to communicate with his actual providers, his cleaners, which is an amazing story because I always say you need hard work. You need some kind of work ethic if you want to be successful in any kind of business that you guys start. And this is just one example that, shows and reflects that you need some kind of actual hard work to become successful. So don't start a business if you guys think that, you're going to be not doing anything and making all the money in the world, because that's not how it works. You actually have to put in the time, especially at the beginning where there's very little work-life balance, and eventually you get rewarded. You guys can set your own schedules, work how much you want, ease off a little bit. Although I'm a very big believer of continuing to grow your business and not to slack off, because entrepreneurship is, very competitive. And if you slack off, you're giving someone else the opportunity to come in your market, become better, or you just drop the ball and, all of a sudden you're making great money. And then one year you go out of business or something happens, which is very hard to do in the service industry because you build up your reoccurring clients. But if you don't take care of them and you start to slack off, things happen. So, like I said, you don't need a lot of money to get started in the service industry. Rack up those reoccurring clients, you guys. The business is going to be worth so much more down the line if you ever do want to sell it. And stick with it, continue to work, don't ever drop the ball.